Pinoy Pa Rin, Pinoy. Pinoy Pa Rin, Pinoy. Pinoy Pa Rin, Pinoy.
You're with Tenny Rose Diandante and Michael Davantes.
Kumusta po mga kababayan? Welcome to the first and only Filipino TV show broadcast Canada-wide via Easy Television. Ito ang
Pinoy Pa Rin
with
Tenny
and Michael. At mga kababayan, Statistics Canada had released the latest findings from the 2016 census, and guess what? Filipinos are the fastest growing racialized group in the country. Between 2011 and 2016, the majority of the approximately 1.2 million new immigrants who arrived in Canada, totaling 61.8%, were born in Asia, with the most coming from the Philippines, which is 188,805.
And yes, tama ka Michael, sa ngayon ay umaabot na tayo sa 780,125. Tingnan po natin itong chart. The largest individual source of new immigrants is the Philippines at 15.6%, followed by India at 12.1% and China at 10.6%. Close to 3% naman of new immigrants come from the United States, while Canada's former colonial masters, France and the United Kingdom, combined for 4% of all new immigrants.
Well, you know what, Tenny? Nung pumunta ako rito sa Canada in the late 80s, sa continent siya ako tumira, talagang parang halos walang Pilipino doon. Pero ngayon, ultimo yung Victoria ay talagang naka-line up na yung mga businesses ng mga Pilipino. Kaya nga, tinatawag natin itong Philtown, di ba? Yes.
Tama yan. Mas maraming Filipino, mas masaya. Magbabalik po ang Pinoy Pa Rin.
Balikbayan program is a grassroots initiative that partners Filipino-Canadians to People's Organization in the Philippines. And with us today is Renz Gorospe to tell us more about it. Hello, Renz. Kumusta?
Kumusta po,
Hi,
Iceland?
Renz.
Salamat sa
So,
pag-invite.
can you tell us more about this program, how it works, and what do you aim to achieve?
So, basically, yung Balikbayan program, isa tong inisyatiba ng Balikbayan Montreal. So, what we do is like we partner students, Filipino-Canadian students and non-Filipinos to People's Organization to immerse in different communities in the Philippines, including peasants, workers, indigenous people, and also it gives provides internship to students who wants to do. For example, for me, when I went in the Philippines in 2013, I did internship with National Union of People's Lawyer, and again after 2 years we went with the group, and they did internship with Council for Health and Development, and then what we aim to do here is to bridge Filipino Canadians and the Philippines.
Okay.
So that's why it's Balikbayan.
Balikbayan. Okay. What do you hope the participants could gain from the various activities in the program?
So what we hope is that they will learn the stories of our kababayans back in the Philippines. That they will develop a critical thinking. That, you know, like there's a saying that give a man a fish, you will feed him a day. But teach him how to fish, you will feed him a lifetime. But then our analysis is beyond that.
Okay.
What we aim to learn is that how about what happened when what can we do when the fishermen when there's no fish in the sea because of minings,
Yeah.
or when there's a big corporation wants to build a shipyard and want to that will displace 500 families in the fishing village. So basically what we do is we do service and at the same time we do advocacy. So basically after the students go in the Philippines, they will most of them contribute material support, or they do advocacy work. The last time we went, we did advocacy work surrounding mining, surrounding health sector, and that's basically what we want. It's basically that to bridge that link between the Filipinos in the Philippines and Filipino Canadians, because Pinoy Pa Rin tayo, di ba?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So how are they paired with the organization in the Philippines?
So basically, we have partners. We have a partner in the Philippines called Philippine Solidarity Education Tours. So they're the one who facilitate and partners us with people's organizations on the ground. And I found out about that NGO when Congressman Nery Colmenares of Bayan Muna came here in
NGO is
in
the
Canada.
non-government organization, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he went here and then he introduced National Union of People's Lawyer, and then I asked, hey, I want to do an internship with you guys. And then he said, oh yeah, you can partner with PSET or Philippine Solidarity Education Tours. And then right after that, I went to Faculty of Law at McGill, and I said, can I do independent placement to do a human rights internship in the Philippines? And they said yes. And then that kind of like where the story started.
Okay.
And then when I came here, I said, I told to myself that, hey, there's a lot of students who are interested in doing internship, and many Filipino Canadians are like, there's that disconnect. So then why not send them to the Philippines
For sure.
and do the same thing?
So how do you prepare the participants before going to the Philippines?
So basically we do for non-Filipinos or those who grew up here, we do language training.
Okay.
So we do Tagalog classes before they go. We explain the issues in the communities where they will go. For example, the Lumed in Mindanao, about the mining issues, or just the fisher folks in Negros, or the farm workers. So basically, we give them everything that they need to know, so then they will come prepared once they are in the field. The other thing is that we give them political education, like what's the political scene in the Philippines, and we do a cultural education as well, because even though we're Filipinos, Philippines is very diverse, right? Even though like it's different culture in Manila, like there are etiquettes, and once you go to the countryside in Manila,
City, province,
in
the city.
I mean, Bicolanos and Warais were all very different.
Yeah, it's very
They're
different,
Oragon,
right?
where I don't know what to say about that,
because
but
of
we're
dialect, but
not.
the practice.
Definitely totally different. Yes.
Like for example, when we went to Negros, they have this culture where when you're a visitor, you're the first one who will eat. And then we were like, so we didn't know that.
That's the hospitality.
Yeah, like the hospitality of Filipinos in the countryside, right? And we are not mindful of that culture. So what we wanted to we waited for them. But then they were like, no, you go first. But then again, like knowing those small things will help like interns to integrate within the community. The other example will be when I was in the Manobo tribe in Mindanao. They have different cultures as well. Like you have to really integrate in the community before they will speak to you, because they're like very shy. And like when I was there, every morning I would go visit the datu or the chieftain, and just have a coffee, and then they will talk about their life. They will teach you about traditions, but not only that. Like what's really important, amazing about this experience is that it goes beyond cultural immersion. They also share this. What are the issues in their communities? I think that's one of the thing that Filipino Canadians, when they go to the Philippines, there's that tendency to romanticize culture, but then tend to forget the social issues that these indigenous people
Yeah.
face, right?
How do you measure the success of this project?
In different level. It's like you can say personal development. What I've seen to those who went to the Philippines of our members is that in terms of personal development, before they were like very shy, very timid. Now they can speak about like things that they're very passionate about.
Yes.
About healthcare, about like free healthcare to everyone in the Philippines. When they have, and then there's that also critical thinking, that not everything that the government says is right. That to dissent is not a crime. That's basically one of the things that students learn. In terms of professional development, there's that change in worldview among students.
Yes.
So once one intern before says that she only wanted to go to med school so that she can have professional life, have a work, and that's it. But then after that, she realized that I have to also have a bigger responsibility than to myself. It's have a responsibility to others.
Gives more deeper meaning to the
Like
profession.
there's something beyond our
Yeah.
profession.
That's
So
true.
the experience really has an impact on the participants. And how about for the local community?
Well, for the local communities, it actually boosts their morale.
Yes.
Because sometimes when you have an issue about, for example, mining, and it's a local issue, sometimes it doesn't, it never get covered in national TV in the Philippines. But then when they know that there's international students who would go to their communities and learn from them, it gives them hope that
Yes.
they have solidarity friends overseas. And the other thing is that we in the short term, we give them medical supplies, or we do fundraiser here. But at the same time, we try to raise social awareness about their struggles for example, for healthcare, for land, or for just their defense of their ancestral domain. So, and also because of this program, it created other programs.
Okay.
Like for example, we have camp or Kuya Ate mentorship program.
Okay.
So that is basically, the idea was, we saw that many Filipinos are from the working class, right? So they don't have, like parents tend to not have time to have the time to spend with their kids, to teach them, to help them with homeworks. So then we had that idea that maybe to encourage them to go to post-secondaries, we can help them with tutoring and everything. And the other idea was to give them mentorship. Most of our members are university graduates. We have engineers, we have lawyers, we have potential doctors. So that the idea was to be a mentor to Filipino student, and to actually do the same thing, to encourage them to do the Balikbayan program and to serve the Filipino people.
Well, you can invite the viewers, Renz, if you have this mentorship program as of now.
Or do
Did
you have
it
a
start?
website
Yes.
that they can check out?
So they can check out the Kasama McGill, our chapter in McGill University. We do camp tutoring every Saturday at Immigrant Workers Center at 4755 room 110 at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So basically the first hour was tutoring, and the second hour will be a workshop on Philippine history or hip hop or arts, or things that will interest the youth, the Filipino youth.
Thank you so much, Renz, and keep up the good work.
Salamat.
Yan po, magbabalik pa ang
Pinoy Pa Rin! Welcome back to Pinoy Pa Rin with Tenny and Michael.
At noong concert ni Mikey Bustos ay nakapanayam natin ang kanyang manager na si Romeo Jr. Albarillo Garcia o si RJ Garcia, who has an advocacy called the Apple Drive Project that gives, educate, and inspire. Let's watch this.
An apple a day keeps the doctors away. Ang Apple Drive Project ay isang proyekto kung saan namimigay kami ng mansana sa mga bata. Nag-umpisa yung Apple Drive Project nung nagpunta kami ng mga kaibigan ko sa Aurora Province. Sa unang school, sobrang natouch ako. Kasi yung mga kids doon, yung mansanas, nakikita lang nila doon sa itaas ng blackboard kung saan merong letter A at merong apple. So, madalas dinodrawing lang nila yon. Pero ang katotohanan, hindi pa talaga sila nakakatikim ng apples. Simple lang actually yung pinaka-mission ng Apple Drive Project. Para sa mga magulang, nais namin silang turuan na maghanda ng mga masustansyang pagkain na ihanda nila sa kanilang hapagkainan para sa kanilang pamilya at sa mga anak. At para naman sa mga bata, ay matuto silang kumain ng mga masustansyang pagkain, ng gulay, ng prutas, gaya ng mansanas, kaysa kumain ng mga matamis na pagkain gaya ng chocolates at candies. More than 20 apple drives na yung nagawa ko. So, tuwing pupunta ako sa iba't ibang lugar o nagta-travel or kung mayroon man akong business trip, naglalaan ako ng 1 oras o 2 oras para mag-Apple Drive. Nais kong maabot ang kasuluk-sulukan ng buong Pilipinas. Sa tingin ko para mas mapalaganap ng advocacy na ginagawa ko, kailangan ko ng mga tools o mga technology kung saan pwede akong magkapag-bridge ng gap between yung mga mayayamang bansa at makita nila yung aktual na kondisyon ng mga pamilya at mga bata sa Pilipinas. Pag tumutulong ako, sobrang napakasarap sa pakiramdam. Yung last Apple Drive event ko, nung nagbigay ako ng mansanas sa bata, tigta 3 sa mga bawat bata. Sinabi ko, 3 kasi 3 ibibigay ko sa'yo kasi I love you. Tapos sabi ng bata, I love you too, kuya. Sobrang yung pakiramdam na nag-I love you to yung bata, lahat ng pagod sa mga ginagawa mo, parang sobrang sulit. Actually, sa mga bagay na ginagawa natin, hindi natin kailangan maging mayaman para makatulong sa iba. Lahat tayo ay mayroong kapabilidad na gumawa ng pagtulong sa ating kapwa. Pagising ko, kahit madaling araw, ang isipin ko kung ano yung proyekto o ano yung tulong na maaari kong maibigay sa mga kids bukas o sa mga susunod namin. Ako si RJ Garcia at tinatawag din akong The Apple Boy.
Alam mo, tayo nakaka-touch talaga yung sinabi niya doon sa kanyang video, yung tungkol sa mga bata na nakita lang talaga nila yung mansanas sa alphabet. Talagang nakaka-touch yun. Kasi talaga, from our experience, di ba, talagang parang ganun tayo. I mean, like me coming from Samar, talagang hindi ko alam noon yung apple at ini-imagine ko lang talaga kung ano ang lasa noon sa alphabet nga natin.
Believe it or not, isa yan sa, kumbaga, an expensive fruit in Philippines.
Yes,
parang
kaya
yung swerte lang. Kaya itong project na to maganda dahil, kumbaga, may mga tao na blessed yung mga kids na talagang they have to go out just to help them and be aware of this, yun nga, yung project na to and then yung mansanas.
At hindi makakalimutan ng mga batang ito itong experience na pagkain ng mansanas, and then hopefully they will grow up doing the same thing na making a difference to
Pay it
humanity.
forward.
Yes. At siya nga pala may karagdagang mensahe ang founder ng Apple Drive na si Romeo.
My name is RJ Garcia and I started this advocacy in the Philippines called the Apple Drive Project. What we do is that we promote healthy eating among kids in the Philippines. This advocacy is now being organized as well in different countries in Africa and in Asia, like Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, Pakistan, Bangladesh, almost 15 locations around the world.
For more info about this great advocacy, please visit theappledriveproject.com.
Magbabalik po ang Pinoy Pa Rin.
Dermatologic laser procedures are becoming increasingly popular worldwide, and demand for them has fueled new innovations and clinical applications.
Lasers and intense pulse light have been used to safely and effectively treat a diverse array of cutaneous conditions, including vascular and pigmented lesions, tattoos, scars, and undesired hair, while also providing extensive therapeutic options for cosmetic rejuvenation and other dermatologic conditions.
Kaya punta po tayo ngayon sa spa owned by Filipino nurse Angelita Velez to know more about IPL or Intense Pulse Light technology.
Photorejuvenation or intense pulse light laser treatments are most commonly used for lightening and removing sunspots, age spots, and brown blotches on the face, neck, chest, hands, and other areas of the body, reducing redness, rosacea, dilated blood vessels, and broken blood vessels on the face, neck, and chest. It improves skin texture through collagen stimulation and improves pore size minimally by reducing oiliness. The benefits of photorejuvenation treatments are achieved with little discomfort and minimal risk, and consists of a series of 3 to 5 treatments, usually one every 3 to 6 weeks.
Ayan, masubukan nga itong IPL, Tenny.
So, ibig sabihin yan, Mark, magpapabata ka na naman.
Well, ganun lang ang buhay, di ba?
Okay. So, mga kababayan, marami pong salamat sa pagtangkilik sa aming programa.
Na nagpupugay sa ating lahi, diwa at kultura.
Atin pong isigaw saan man sulok ng mundo,
Na tayo po ay
Pinoy pa rin!
Pinoy Pa Rin.